runs another startup which is mainly into bulbs, and he runs another tech startup as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce George. George is, well, regarding the introduction, George is a good friend of mine and a business partner, and he's from Latin America. We do a lot of business collaboration globally as a partnership. He is founder of Bridges Builder, um, which is basically a bridge between Latin America and a couple of other part of the globe. And as a global leader, we help industries to grow, we help SMEs to grow, and give them business opportunity. So George, over to you. I'll be keeping myself as mute mode. I'll be recording the session, and you have the permission to record the same as well, right? So
Right.
I'll be editing everything and send it back to you once things are over. And looking
Great.
forward. So over to you. Session is yours.
So great. So good evening to everyone. So it was a really great introduction from Arijit. Yeah, as he told you, we are like collaborating a lot, like doing business a lot. So actually, I'm his business partner in Latin America and in North America. So we want to help startups and businesses to grow, not only bring it to Latin America, but to help them to launch their product, their service, their innovation all around the world. So we connect people all around the world, and we make business matchmaking sessions, and well, a lot of collaborating in the programs. And so actually, I want you to introduce a really interesting topic, which is five top sectors that are growing in Latin America, and some of them they're growing also globally, because you will see how it looks like the same in some regions, and how it will work even if you are based in Latin America, or even you are based in India, or anywhere in Asia or Europe. So let me share my screen so you can see the presentation. So I hope you can see this. So as we told you, this is five top sectors growing the most in Latin America. So I want to first start to say that in Latin America, not only in Mexico, because I'm living in Mexico and I'm based almost my entire year in Mexico, but in Latin America, we have an important agricultural sector and an agricultural business exporting sector. So in Latin America, we are huge exporters of fruits, vegetables, and meat. So tomato, avocado, and berries, they are the top three fruits and vegetables that are growing, that are being exported to Europe, and some of them to Asia. But our most important market is United States and Canada, because we are very near each other. So, and we have like a trade agreement with them, and also with Canada. So that's why we tend to export a lot to the U.S. market. So tomato, in the last couple of years, they have grown 65% in the exporting sector, because as you may know, tomato, it is like it's a vegetable used in many dishes, not only in Latin American dishes, but Asian and European food, well, whatever. It's an important vegetable that it is needed in almost all almost all the regions around the world. So we are an important producer in Sinaloa state, which is in the east side of Mexico. So this is the most important region, which is exporting to the US market and to Europe, and in some cases to Asian countries. So, and other important, which is fruit, is the avocado, because I don't know if you know that our most important fruit consumed by the North American people during the Super Bowl. You mean the Super Bowl, the big game in the NFL, is the avocado. This is when we reach the top of our exportation and our sales in avocado, because this fruit is used to prepare guacamole, which is like a sauce with chili pepper and avocado. So you smash them, and then you have a really tasty and spicy sauce. So North American people, they buy a lot of Mexican avocado, and actually we have a success story with avocado. We support some exporters based in the southwest of Mexico. So we work with them to support them and to launch the association of exporters to Europe. So actually, we're having in Netherlands an office which is representing all the business duties and business deals only for the avocados, for the avocado fruit. So avocado is one of our most important fruits, exporting fruits in Mexico. So, and the last one, which is growing a lot, is the berries. So the berries, that they have a really good price, exporting price. It is not cheap to produce berries, at least in Latin America, but even if it is it has a high cost producing berries, you have a really good amount of profit when you export them, or when you sell them, even in the local market, because they tend to be like a high price fruits. But also our other important sector here in Latin America is meat. So I don't know if you know that, Argentina, Chile, and also, Mexico, we have a really good product, meat product. So we export a lot, but with this crisis, with this coronavirus crisis, so China, which was one of the most important meat producers or meat exporters and meat consumers in the world, they stop producing, they stop buying,
Well,
and they
George,
stop eating.
George, sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Well, we have a booking for 30 minutes and it's already
Yes.
8:15. So remember your timing.
Yes.
For your
Yes.
tomato, for your tomato, I'm going to connect you with the Egypt guy. He will be more than happy to take the tomatoes from Latin America. So business is
Okay.
good.
Okay, great. I will go fast. So beet and pork, they are like great products to export and to invest in Latin America, and to keep feeding them and produce them. And we reached 1.3 billion dollars of exportations to the US and to the European market. So this is one of the most important sectors. The other one is gym at home. I think this is the one which is globally growing because of the coronavirus crisis. That the people, they are shifting habits, so they need to be more conscious about health. So they tend to keep in their homes, so they have time and they have social distancing, so they can do a lot of things and share a lot of moments with themselves and with their families. But also they have to find a new ways to keep exercising them. So startups like selling gear, supplements, and also the online training sessions, they're growing a lot. So this is you can see here the percentage of growing in the last couple of months. This is not like in 1 year. This is an indicator about 3 or 4 months. They grow a lot, more than 200%. Supplements 300% in year, and online trainers they grow like 150%. So it is growing a lot, and I think you can take an advantage of this sector, even if you are based in Europe or in Asia. So this is one of the main interesting sectors. So also health, as you may know, we have a global crisis. So medical equipment distribution is an important sector to keep an eye on and to invest and to be related with. So also health means relaxation, yoga, and fitness, because I mean the wellness is very important for self-development. And so you may know that this is also with exercise, one of the most important things in our lives now, because we need to keep very focused and we need to keep healthy and very straightforward to our objectives. So this is an important sector to take advantage of. And also, I mean, startups in this sector are helping people with their anxiety treatment and with stress treatment, because this crisis, well, I mean, this is an economic crisis and health crisis all around the world. So we need to keep like ourselves healthy and focused. So health is one of the most important business to keep an eye on. So I think this is also a global opportunity. This is one of the one I liked most, which is dark kitchens. I don't know if you have heard this topic, because well, dark kitchens they started in Europe. So dark kitchens they work as kitchens and that help restaurants or that help online platforms that sell food, that prepare food to make it more flexible. So a dark kitchen will prepare the food for a bigger restaurant. As an example, they will prepare the food for a bigger restaurant. So the bigger restaurant could make like a small experiment to attend a very small amount of market. I mean, a very focused market. So it helped people also, I mean, to launch in the restaurant and food service sector. I mean, they help them to start easier and to launch easier a business there. So a dark kitchen will give you flexibility, because they will prepare the food for you, and you as platform, you will only have to be prepared to sell and to prepare the marketing campaign to really launch the product and to gain some clients. So dark kitchen will help with that, and they will. A dark kitchen is in the collaborative sector, which is about sharing and space to prepare food and to attend several markets. And also they could be owned by a delivery platform. As I told you, it can be owned by a famous restaurant, or it can be owned by a private company which is giving service to other restaurants by preparing food, or it can be owned by a delivery platform, which is only about attracting people to their service, with their marketing campaign, and then the market, I mean, the dark kitchen will prepare the food for them, and they will deliver the food to their clients. So it is an important opportunity there. Also, I think in India will work excellent if you would like to explore this market. This is the last one, which is renting clothes. I think in India you have a startup which is called.
Interesting. This is interesting. Yes. Renting clothes. That's a very interesting business.
Yes, because you have in India you have a startup called Secret Wardrobe. So Secret Wardrobe, and we have well, I think the most famous one is a company based in New York, which is called Rent the Wrong Way. Rent the Wrong Way, and we have two important startups here in Latin America. A Mexican one, which is called Camer, which means like wardrobe, or in German, and Dress and Go. Dress and Go is a Brazilian startup. So all of them, they are taking advantage of renting clothes, because now the customers they tend to be a bit more conscious about I mean, environment. So the fast fashion industry, they when you make clothes, you tend to be very polluting with the environment. So renting clothes, take advantage of it, because you can share your clothes. I mean, share by renting clothes to others. So you don't have to pay all the the big amount of money to use like a luxury suit, or a luxury dress. So you just rent it for one day and use it. Then you give it to the startup or to the company, and they will take it to the laundry, and they will prepare it and sanitize them. Then to rent them to other people. So you can dress well without paying the big bucks. So that's a great and interesting idea. And also, it is managed by a subscription service. So you pay a subscription and monthly, and you can use, I mean, 2, 3, 4 or unlimited outfits, or you can pay by item. So by item, you will pay it only like 1 day or 2 days when to use the entire outfit. Then you will give it back to the startup, and they will prepare it for the next guy to rent the clothes. So in Latin America, this sector is growing 40%, and in Latin America is growing like almost 14%. So it's an important sector to take advantage, even if you are, I mean, in other regions, not only in Latin America. But I just want to share with you these 5 top sectors of economy that are growing here in Latin America, and some of them they are also like growing globally.
Super.
So yeah.
Super. Really interesting. I mean, we have the similar kind of culture in India, which is mainly renting dresses during the give me a second. Somebody is trying to admit herself for a long time. Okay, so we have a culture in India where people want to actually rent some dresses when there is some kind of event happening, maybe some wedding, maybe some other things and all. But renting dresses for all the usual thing, like for an example, daily stuff, or maybe if you are going into some party, or maybe you are going for an interview, or maybe you are going for some occasion, it's not very common in India, and we don't have that kind of culture happening. It's an interesting business. Lovely, George. So maybe some more business you would love to share with us. I've already got a couple of questions from the audience, but I'll shoot the question to you when you are done. George, you are muted.
I'm done, so you can share me your questions, so I will answer them.
Oh, you're done. You're done. Okay, okay. Super, super. So I have a question from, I'll go one by one. Well, Mr. Prashanji is saying that, are you exporting to Canada? He has got an office in Vancouver. So yes, they are
Yes.
exporting to Canada. And if you want to do some kind of business, we have a structure wherein we go for a market connect and partnership model. And you can go through that model. We can always, do some wonders together. Not an issue. Well, Dr. Shubhrata Chattopadhyay is saying, hi, George, pleasure to have you.
Yeah,
George.
it's a pleasure. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks.
Okay. So I have got another question from Abhishek Kumar. He is saying that, is there any kind of business opportunity in your country for e-learning company who is an Indian startup?
Yes, yes, of course. I mean, e-learning, which is growing a lot, here, at least here in Mexico. So because of the coronavirus, I mean, also because of software and platforms. So maybe you can share us an interesting e-learning a deal that we can share with others. I mean, we tend to study a lot about software and to really
Abhishek, honestly
in the
speaking,
Indian sector it's growing a lot in software. So it's a pleasure to
yes.
learn
But
from you.
Abhishek, usually we go for quality rather than, just launching something as a e-commerce portal. So if you have quality, we can always, take things forward. Jaipreet, what's the
Okay.
reason you're sharing your screen? Jaipreet, you're doing some kind of disturbance. Okay. Anyway,
Oh,
so
sorry.
I've got,
Okay. Okay.
no problem. It happens. No problem. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
no problem, it's okay. So Shumanto is saying that, if a new entrepreneur wants to open a wine shop or factory in Latin America, what are the strategies would he or she take?
Okay. So just to keep an eye on the legal side, also, and to really focus on the advantage of wine or beers or beer product, because we are like wine and beer producers. So you need to have like a good marketing campaign to and a good marketing strategy to reach the market. So we will focus on that, the legal and the market side.
Well, as per my understanding, Shumanto, to open up anything regarding wine and wine factory, if you want to open it in any particular country, you have to go through a proper certification from the government, and you need a lot of legal
Yes.
side of it. It needs a lot of, you can say, participation from the media as well. You need to have a brand model who will be doing your marketing. There is a channel you need to get. You need to get a distribution channel, so we can always help you. Not a problem. I mean,
Yes, yes.
me,
You
George,
need to find a great partner. You need to find a great partner, at least in Latin America, so they can help you with all those topics. So because if not, there's like a big issues if you tend to go by yourself. So you need to find partners to make it global. Yeah.
true. George, I have a question. I mean, if we are talking about, vegetables and meat, as per my understanding, if we going for, any kind of vegetable export at this moment, well, export is happening in a very slow way and with very,
Yes.
structured way at this moment. Is there any kind of opportunity for Indian companies where they can have a channel partner in Latin America regarding import and export of food and agri products? Because agriculture in India is going to thrive very soon, and I'm sure after COVID-19 it is going to pick up in a different height altogether. So is there any suggestion you want to give to them? I mean, for the uh, agri startups, agri business owners, how they can take it forward?
Okay, I will invest, or I will try to make a partnership with a technology company, because I mean, if you try to produce food by in the common way, so it will be very slow, and you don't have like a really big great advantages. But if you make a great partnership with I mean with the technology sector, like to help to produce better food with the quality, to help to improve the quality, that is what I will focus on. I mean, try to like mix, I mean, technology with the agriculture sector to make it like stronger and to improve quality, and also it will help you to export and to expand your product locally and regionally and internationally. So I will focus on that, and that's what we are like recommending to the food industry. So try to invest or to make like a good partnership with the technology side.
Super. Is there any technology you want to focus on? Say, for an example, we have been talking a lot regarding virtual reality and augmented reality, exploring those opportunities, connecting those kind of startups with each other, with Indian ecosystem and Latin American ecosystem. Would you like to touch upon that? So that, because I'm going to put this video live, maybe, I mean,
Yes.
after the recording is done. So maybe some people will connect with us and we can do some kind of, collaboration. Would you like to touch
Yes.
upon
Yes.
that? Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're open to hear from you. So actually, in the agriculture sector, so we need to take advantage of artificial intelligence to help to take better decisions when to seed and when to harvest. I mean, with the harvest and I mean with the raining season, we need to take like clever decisions based on artificial intelligence and based on the technology, so you can produce better, I mean, be more efficient. So I think that there will be an interesting opportunity to open a great program to take advantage of artificial intelligence and how they will connect with the agriculture sector to take better, I mean, at least harvest decisions in the sector. So I think that would be a good partnership between Mexico and India. India have a great agriculture sector, but also technology sector. Here in Mexico, we have a great agricultural sector, but I mean we don't have like a great technology sector, so we can take advantage of the Indian sector.
So the marriage can happen. So the marriage can happen,
Yes.
and we can make things happen together. Super, George.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you a
insights,
lot.
and thank you so much for the brief and crisp presentation with 5 slides, man. I love you. Nah. Okay. So on behalf of all the participants, on behalf of everyone, thank you so much. So thank you for your time. Thank you, audience, for the lovely question, and we'll get back soon. And
Thanks a lot.
yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.